We'll be learning about Govardhan Lila, and then we'll be learning about how the Gopa men discussed with Nanda Maharaj, seeing this wonderful pastime of the Lord. They were confused. Who is this amongst us who's doing all these wonderful feats that nobody else has ever done before, or nobody else can do? So they were. So we'll discuss about that. That's called Gopa Vivadha. So after Govardhan pastime, we'll discuss that, and then we'll discuss how Indra came and asked for forgiveness. And after that, we can discuss about one more pastime, which is Varuna Dev um, taking Krishna's father, Nanda Maharaj, into his underwater abode, and Krishna going to rescue Nanda Maharaj. So we'll discuss that and conclude today's class. And then next week, we'll be covering the most important topic called Rasa Lila. So this is Krishna reciprocating with his most confidential and best devotees, the gopis, in a dance. So that's next week. So, and the Rasalila, we discussed how the 10th canto is like Krishna's face, or is Krishna's face, and the Rasalila is Krishna's mysterious and sweet smile. So we are slowly inching closer towards the topmost topic of Srimad Bhagavatam. All right. So today let's discuss Govardhan Lila. So Krishna is in a cowherd family. So they herd cows, and for the cows to graze, it needs grass, right? So the cows need to eat grass so that it can produce milk, because the milk is the um, a commodity that the Vaishyas of Vrindavan, they sell milk and yogurt and curd and butter to make a living. So where does the cow get their food from? The grass. And where does the grass come from? It is because of the rains. We know that if there are no rains and if it's just dry sunlight, the grass will die. It'll become brown and it'll die. So who who is nourishing the grass? It is the rain. So the cowherd community had a yearly festival to worship Indra. So Indra is the god of rain who brings rain to Vrindavan. So they pray to Indra so that every year they'll get enough rain so that the grass will grow and the cows can eat it and the cows will produce milk and there's abundance of produce for the community to flourish. Um, so when they were planning this event, Krishna comes to Ananda Maharaj and asks, "Oh, Father, what are you doing? Who do you want to worship?" Now, Nanda Maharaj was very busy um, planning the Indra Puja. So he said he didn't even answer Krishna. He did, ignored, because sometimes when kids are asking questions and adults are talking, they don't they they'll think like, oh, let me take care of the kid later. I have important business to do. So Krishna then again said, "Oh Father, you have to tell me. We are a family. You shouldn't be hiding anything from me and all of us. We need to discuss this. Um, what are you doing?" And then Nanda Maharaj said, "Oh, we are planning the yearly puja for Indra because Indra gives us rain." And then Krishna says the karma mimamsa philosophy. This is the philosophy of action and reaction. And this philosophy is not bhakti, but Krishna is using this philosophy to tell Nanda Maharaj not to worship Indra. So we can see how Krishna is, even though in Bhagavad Gita and every time Krishna focuses on bhakti and love for Godhead and worshiping the Lord, he's saying, don't worship the Lord, or in this case, Indra. And he talks about the karma mimamsa. So some people, if you ask them, have you learned Bhagavad Gita? They says, oh, work is worship. If you do work, you'll get the fruits of that labor. Now, this is not bhakti. Bhakti means you're doing work for Krishna as a representative of Krishna. That is bhakti. But Krishna used this logic, karma mimamsa, to say, oh Father, we are doing very hard work, and that's why we are getting good fruits of our labor. And our cows are eating grass because they grow on Govardhan. So because Govardhan is helping the grass to grow, let's worship Govardhan and not Indra. And Krishna said there is no reason to worship Indra. Now, the Vrajavasis does not like the everything is based on work and action and reaction without God being in the center. But they always agree and listen to Krishna. So initially they said, let's complete this Indra Puja, and after that we'll worship this hill Govardhan that's giving us nice shade and has grass growing and has nice waterfalls and water and lakes for the cows to drink water. So we'll worship Govardhan after. So Krishna said, no, we shouldn't worship Indra at all. We should only, and whatever you are preparing now for Indra Puja, we should use that to worship Govardhan. And the Brajavasis who love Krishna so much and is fully surrendered to Krishna just said, okay, Krishna, whatever you wish, we will convert this festival or worship that we were going to do for Indra to worship Govardhan, the hill. So, um, so, um, and they decided to do that, and and then they had cooked a lot of food to offer Govardhan. And so actually they made these big plates of food, different preparations, big heaps, and then they were showing that to Govardhan, the hill, in front of the hill, and they were praying for Govardhan to accept the bhog. And then we know Krishna did a lila there. Krishna expanded himself, and as a big face, like a big hill, he said, "Oh, thank you for bringing me food." And he started eating all the wonderful preparations the Vrajavasis made, and he was eating, and then he was asking, bring me more." And in Vrajabhasha it says, "Anior, anior," and then they were bringing more and more, and Krishna in the form of Govardhan was eating the food. And then after eating, then of course Govardhan and Krishna, when he accepts the service, he also takes care of his devotees. So whatever the Brajavasis offered as prasadam, it manifested again back to them as food. So everybody had nice food, not only the Brahmanas or Kshatriyas or the Vaishyas, also the dog eaters and the Chandalas and all those lower stratas of society, they also were given nice prasadam. So it was a big festival. And so everybody was happy, and they decorated their cows, and they decorated the hill Govardhan, and they were, um, and Govardhan, it is said that Govardhan was looking like a bride dressed for for her marriage. So it was nice festival. Everybody was enjoying except one person, Indra. And Indra was so angry. He was saying, "Why did this childish, young, impudent boy trying to stop worship for me?" And Indra had forgotten that Krishna is the supreme Lord, and he was very puffed up with all the facilities he was having in the heavenly abode in Indra Loka. There were thousands of servants helping him, and he thought he's the greatest. So we can see what happens to him. So being that puffed up, he said, "Oh, I'm going to teach these Rajavasis a lesson. They stop worship to me. I'm going to send the clouds that cause the flooding of the whole world when the material world get destroyed in cycles and then it's recreated again. So at the end of a millennia, when the and the end of the day of Brahma, when the dissolution happens and there is flooding and then the world is destroyed, he called those clouds to come, and they are called Samvartaka clouds, and they actually pour rain as walls of water. And that he called those clouds and said, "Go flood Vrindavan and kill all those people who didn't want to worship me." So this clouds went and started pouring torrential rain on the Vrajavasis and Vrindavan. And the Vrajavasis are fully surrendered to the Lord. They were only listening to whatever Krishna had to say. So they went and fell on Krishna's feet and said, "What's going on? Looks like Indra is very angry with us. He's sending the worst rain we have ever seen. Oh, Krishna, please protect us." And Krishna said, "Don't worry." And he went and lifted up the Govardhan hill and used it as an umbrella to have all the Brajavasis in the village under the Govardhan, so that none of the rain would affect the Brajavasis. And he also used his Sudarshana Chakra to protect Govardhan from top, because these are massive clouds pouring walls of water, and it did not affect any of the living entities on the hill also, because Krishna takes care of all his wonderful devotees. So, and then some may ask, if they are flooding the whole place, can't the water come and flood from underneath? So, what Krishna did is, Lord Balram or Ananta Shesha, it curled around and made a perimeter around the Govardhan hills. Shadow on the ground, so that none of the water would come in. So it was like a wall protecting everybody. And then the roof of Govardhan Hill was protecting everyone. And if you see Krishna holding the hill, a hill so heavy, but Krishna is holding it from the with his left hand, and not only the whole. He's not even using the whole hand, but he's using only the the little finger of the pinky, as we call it in America. The only the pinky he's using, and that too not the pinky. His pinky is not even fully extended. It is kind of bent, and he's only using the tip of the nail of his left pinky to lift up this Govardhan hill. And why did Krishna do that? Krishna is showing that he is the all-powerful Supreme Lord, and no demigod like Indra, Chandra, or anyone can come close to him or hurt his devotees. So he lifted the Govardhan hill to show that he has immense and infinite power. And Krishna has six opulences. So he is all beautiful, he is all knowledgeable, he is all powerful, and he is um, and he has the greatest renunciation, and he has the greatest fame. So um, these are the qualities of the Supreme Lord, that makes him the Supreme Lord. So some people have great beauty, some people have great power, some people have great knowledge, but all of this to an infinite amount is what Krishna has, and that's why he's called Bhagavan. And Bhagavan, the definition of Bhagavan is one who has the six opulence to the infinite amount. So Krishna has these nice qualities that nobody else has. So he's showing that with this Govardhan Lila. Another important aspect of Govardhan Lila is Krishna um, Krishna reciprocates with all his devotees in this Leela. So Krishna is only 7-year-old boy at this time, and we know when Krishna goes to graze the cows in the morning, only the Gopa boys have his association, and then when he comes back in the evening, the cowherd girls, um, the gopis who are in uh, who are in the conjugal love for Krishna, they come out and see the Madhurya gopis. They see Krishna, and then the also the Vatsalya gopis who are like Mother Yashoda. They are enjoying Krishna's company when he comes back in the evening, and when Krishna is nicely fed and given bath and all that. So, but in Govardhan Leela all of the gopas and gopis are all, and the cows and the calves, they are all under this Govardhan hill, and they're all looking at Krishna, and Krishna is in the center, and all of them thinks that Krishna is focusing only on them because Krishna has a relationship with each and every one of them, and they are all so attracted to Krishna, and they are all having time to spend with Krishna under this hill. So Krishna arranged his pastime so that all of those who were thinking, "Oh, Krishna has gone to graze the cows, we can have any time with Krishna." So for one whole week, 7 days and 7 nights, when the Samvartaka clouds were pouring water on the hill, the Lord picked up this mountain and was reciprocating with all his devotees. And with the right hand, he would even play the flute. So he was just showing that he is the greatest, and there is nobody else who can come and um, try to show that they are greater than him or anything. We already know about the pastime where Brahma tried to take the his friends away, but Krishna expanded himself in the Brahma Vimohana Leela, and for a whole year, and nobody else knew that the Gopa boys were taken away by Brahma. So nobody can outsmart the Lord, and the Lord is showing that with this nice Leela, and he's also reciprocating with all his devotees because he loves everyone who is taking his shelter. So, what we can learn is if we do what Krishna wants us to do, he will take care of us, and there is nothing to fear. So even if any other person who we think is very powerful, like Indra, is supposed to be very powerful, but Indra couldn't do anything to the devotees of the Lord. And so all we need to do is to fully surrender to the Lord and do what the Lord wants us to do, and He will completely protect us. And that's how we can get away from any fear we have. So, um, after this Leela, the 7 days and 7 nights passed, and the Samvartaka clouds that were pouring this rain, and we know that the clouds shrink as they start pouring rain, and the Samvartaka clouds were so tired after pouring all their water, they didn't even have water to cry, so they went to Indra and said, "Oh, we can't do anything." Krishna protected the Vrajavasis, and nothing happened to them. So Indra understood that he's dealing not with some ordinary boy, but the Supreme Lord, Krishna himself. So, and then the Vrajavasis were really astonished that a boy can pick up the hill and protect them like that. So they were wondering, is Krishna God? No, the Vrajavasis they treat Krishna just like a boy. They are attracted to uh, Krishna's beauty and Krishna's nice relationship with them. They don't see Krishna as God. They just treat Krishna as an ordinary cowherd boy. But then when they remember all these leelas, they are inquiring of Nanda Maharaj, how is this possible? This boy is doing extraordinary things. When he was just a few days old, he killed the demoness Putana. Then he killed Shakatasura. He killed the whirlwind demon Trinavarta. He contributed to the two big Yamala Arjuna trees falling. And two Gandharvas came out from there and went to the heavenly planets. Then he was the one who killed the evil Bakasura, who came as a stork or a crane to swallow him. And even the demigods were afraid of Bakasura, but Krishna easily killed the Bakasura. And then there was the donkey demon and Pralambasura who Balramji killed. And Krishna swallowed the forest fire. And Krishna chastised the Kaliya. What is happening? Who's this boy? And they were really astonished that this is happening. So, but they're saying we are so, only thing we have is we are so attracted to Krishna, and Krishna is so spontaneously attracted to us. That's all we know. But can you reveal more about this boy of yours, your son? And then Nanda Maharaj revealed, and we had discussed this in Krishna's in the beginning chapters of 10th canto, that Krishna's naming ceremony, Garga Muni had come. Garga Muni is the saint and um, Acharya of the Yadavas, or actually Vasudev's um, priest. And he had come there and he said, we cannot make this public, me meeting you, then Kamsa will come to know. So if you remember, Nanda Maharaj had said, don't worry, we'll just have close family, that is myself, my wife, and then Rohini Devi, who is the mother of Balram, in the ceremony. So none of the Gopa men knew about what Gargamuni had told Nanda Maharaj. So Nanda Maharaj revealed that during the naming ceremony, Gargamuni had said, "This is this kid is non-different from Narayan, and but you still have to protect this boy. And then if you protect and love him, he will protect you." So that was the instruction that Gargamuni had given Nanda Maharaj, and he narrated that to the Gopa men, and they were a little upset that this was kept a secret so long, and but then they, the Brajvasis, they are very simple people. They don't hold a grudge or anything. They just say what they want and then they move on. And they, even though they can remember and think that, oh, all these supernatural things, feats done by Krishna, he must not be um, an ordinary boy. But then Krishna really wants himself to be treated as an ordinary boy. So they forget about Krishna being God. And that's the greatness of Vrindavan. So what is the difference between Dwaraka and Vrindavan? We'll learn about Dwaraka, pastimes of Krishna. In Dwaraka, Krishna is a king, and he has so much opulence and like name, power, fame, and all these riches. But Krishna doesn't like all that. He likes to be very simple as a cowherd boy. So it is said that the Vrajavasis are the greatest devotees, and all the Vrajalila is superior to the highly opulent pastimes of Dwaraka, where Krishna has 16,108 queens. So this Vrindavan is a magical land where Krishna enacted his purest pastimes of love between devotees. So these devotees are the greatest, and they are enjoying their time with the Lord, and they are also just always narrating the pastimes of the Lord. When we narrate the name, fame, pastimes of the Lord, that purifies us. So they're reminiscing on all these wonderful pastimes, and they're just loving Krishna as a boy. Um, and at this time, Indra was full of remorse, and he understood that though he was thinking he's the greatest and he's all powerful, he understood that the Lord, the cause of all causes, is Krishna, and he's just a lowly servant of the Lord. So Krishna said he's going to see Govardhan and see everything is okay. So Krishna went there, and at that time Indra approached him, and Krishna wanted to just have a private meeting with Indra. So so Indra came there, and Indra was falling on the feet of the Lord. He put his big crown on the feet of the Lord and begged for his mercy and said, "Oh Krishna, you are the Supreme Lord. I don't know what got onto me, and I was trying to prove that I'm great, but you have put me in my place." So and then Indra had actually got Surabhi cow. This is a cow in the heavenly planets, and we know Krishna really loves cows. So one way to approach the Lord do when we do any transgressions or get away from the Lord is to approach somebody who is very close to the Lord. So Indra did the right thing by bringing Surabhi cow to pacify the Lord. So yeah, Indra, though he was full of remorse and he wanted to genuinely go beg for forgiveness from Krishna, he's also afraid of whether he'll get punishment. So he's karma mishra bhakta. So he's always looking towards his future. And we discussed how Parikshit Maharaj, who is a great devotee of the Lord, he doesn't care what punishment he gets. When he put that snake on Shamik Rishi, he was okay to get the punishment from Shringi that he'll die in 7 days. And he said, "Oh, that I deserve that punishment." So that's the nature of a higher devotee. But in this case, Indra was trying to look out for himself and make sure there's no punishment coming also. So he got Surabhi, and Surabhi poured her milk on Krishna as they were doing an Abhishekam. And then Airavata, as you can see here, is pouring the water of the heavenly Ganges river on Krishna, and they're bathing Krishna and seeking forgiveness. And Krishna told Indra that you were puffed up and intoxicated with your pride. So I just wanted to, with this pastime, show you what your true position is, and so that you can you can be a better person. So though the Lord, sometimes if he can transform a person, he will do that with his pastime. He will not just finish them off. So we see here how he actually used this pastime to make Indra understand his position, and he brought about some nice transformation in Indra. And sometimes in our lives also, when we go through hardships, we should understand that this is to purify us, and we'll emerge as a better person through this suffering we are going through. So similarly here, yeah, Indra went through this, and he understood his true position so that he can live the rest of his life in a better place than he was when he tried to hurt the Vrajavasis. Um, and then because the Surabhi cow was pouring milk on Krishna, this is where Krishna got his name Govinda. Uh, and then when Krishna lifted the hill, he's called Giridhari because he lifted. Giri means hill, Dhari means who is holding a hill. So the two names for the Lord which we hear, Govinda and Giridhari, came from this wonderful pastimes. Okay, so that concludes the Govardhan pastime. So now we'll go to the last pastime we are going to discuss today before we start the Kahoot quiz. So, during Ekadashi, everybody fasts. And this is Ekadashi means 11th day of the moon calendar. So there are two Ekadashis that comes in a month. So every fortnight is once in 2 weeks. That is a Ekadashi. So the devotees of the Lord, they observe Ekadashi and they break their fast on Dwadashi day. Dwadashi means 12th. On the 12th day, they break the fast. So similarly, Nanda Maharaj, who is father of Krishna in Vrindavan, he is holding this fast. And then on the 12th day, he went very early to the Yamuna River to take a bath, because that's how they break the fast, is they do their morning rituals and duties, and then if they were not eating, they'll eat on the 12th day. The 11th day, they were fully fasting. So when Nanda Maharaj went to take a bath early, uh, an assistant of Varuna. Varuna is the god of water, all the water bodies in the world. The god of rain and the clouds was Indra. So now we are going to see how Varuna is also chastised by the Lord. Um, so Varuna's assistant, he saw Nanda Maharaj bathing very early, and he thought, oh, this is too early and he shouldn't be bathing. But it was not right on his part to kidnap Nanda Maharaj and bring him to the under water world of Varuna, to his palace. And he was keeping Nanda Maharaj there. And as soon as his assistant brought Nanda Maharaj, Varuna was afraid. Oh, who did you bring? This is the Supreme Lord's father. How could you have done this? And so he was just waiting for Krishna to come. And in the meantime, all the all the cowherd men who saw Nanda Maharaj taking a dip in Yamuna and not seeing him come, they ran to Krishna and Balram and said, "Oh, oh, your father fell into the water and he's not coming back. Maybe he has drowned." So Krishna and Balramji just jumped into the water and went under in search of Nanda Maharaj, and they came to this abode of Varuna. So that's why you can see all those fish there. And this is the palace of Varuna. And Varuna had actually uh, put Nanda Maharaj on his own throne, waiting for Krishna and Balram to come. And Varuna said, "I'm so sorry, Lord, I caused you this trouble of you having to come here. But you can take your father back." And so Nanda Maharaj and Krishna and Balram ji came back, and everybody was happy. And Nanda Maharaj told the Vrajavasis what he had seen and how Varuna was praying to Krishna, and Krishna is not an ordinary kid, and all that he was saying. And then the Vrajavasis thought, "Oh, I wish we could see the heavenly world of Vaikunta." And then there's a place called Brahma Ghat where everybody was swimming. And then Krishna, when they all took a dip underneath, they could see what it was like uh, in the spiritual world, not even the heavenly planets. So they all got the glimpse of that, and they were thinking, "Oh, this is similar to what we have here, and Krishna is with us." So we are very blessed and happy to have Krishna in the Bhumi of Vrindavan, or the Vrindavan on earth. So that is the darshan they had, and they um, for a moment when they're seeing all this, they got the like the awe and reverence, respecting and fearing Krishna as God. And but Krishna doesn't like that feeling. He wants the true feeling of love as a father, or a mother, or a lover, or a friend. All that he wants more. So they came back to that consciousness of treating Krishna as one of their own. Yes. So they all saw the transcendental abode. And with that, we'll conclude today's class and go to the Kahoot. Does anybody have any questions? Okay. The game pin is 7676837. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare
The
Hare.
screen just went black, Prabhuji.
Oh, thank you. Let me share it again. Thank you, Naviti ji. So all you can do is just scan this QR code and from another device, and you can enter the Kahoot.
Prabhuji, can you wait for 1 minute?
Yes, yes, sure. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, you can start.
Okay, very nice. All of you are in. So exciting that all of you are going to learn more and more about Krishna with this Kahoot. Okay, it's about Govardhan lila, Indra and Surabhi offering prayers, Nandha Maharaj kidnapped. Okay, what was the philosophy Krishna used to protest the worship of Indra? Nyaya, Karma, Mimamsa, Vaisheshika, or Sankhya? Yes, it is Karma, Mimamsa. So we mentioned that Krishna was using fruits of the labor. If you do good work, you'll get good. If you do bad, you'll get bad. That is the Karma Mimamsa philosophy. How old was Lord Krishna when he lifted Giri Govardhan? 6, 7, 8, or 9? 7. Very good. Third question. Krishna lifted Govardhan Hill for how many consecutive days and nights? 6, 7, 8, or 9? Yes, 7 days and 7 nights. Okay, who ate all the offering made to Govardhan Hill? Govardhan Hill, Krishna in the form of the hill, Indra in the form of rain, people of Vrindavan. Yes, Krishna. Is that lila? Okay, why were the residents of Vrindavan mainly happy when Krishna lifted the Govardhan Hill? They were afraid of Indra, they did not want to die, they could see Krishna day and night, they wanted an umbrella. Yes, they were all reciprocating with Krishna because usually they complain that when Krishna goes to herd the cows, they can't have any association. So Krishna arranged that with his nice pastime. Okay. Which opulence did Krishna display by lifting the Govardhan hill? Knowledge, renunciation, wealth, power. Yes. So it is wealth. Sorry, it is power because with the nail of the left pinky, he lifted up the whole Govardhan hill, removing any doubt that Krishna is not powerful. He's making us learn that he has this opulence of power, infinite power. What is the name given to Krishna after he lifted the Govardhan hill? Madan Mohan, Madhava, Giridhari, Keshava. Yes, Giridhari. Giri means hill, Dhari means who lifted up. Madan Mohan is one who attracts Cupid. Mohan is Cupid. And then Madhava is because he killed the Madhu demon, and Keshava is because he killed the Keshi demon, or because Krishna has nice locks of hair. Kesh is also called hair. Okay. Eighth question. When did the elderly Gopa men find out about Garga Muni saying Krishna has the same qualities as Lord Narayan? At time of Krishna's appearance, at time of Krishna's naming ceremony, after Krishna left Govardhan Hill, after Krishna left Vrindavan. Yes. So Garga Muni had revealed this only to Nanda Maharaj at the after Krishna had appeared, but the other Gopa men found out only after the Govardhan Lila, and that's called the Gopa Vivad because they were asking Nanda Maharaj, "Do you know why this this son or this boy is so extraordinary?" Okay. Why did Lord Krishna confront Lord Varuna to rescue Nanda Baba, who was kidnapped by a servant of Varuna, to lift Mother Earth from the bottom of the ocean, to ask Lord Varuna's help, to ask for a boon? Yes, the first one. Great job. Last question for today. What was Nanda Maharaj doing when he was kidnapped by Varuna's assistant? He was in his home eating. He was talking to his son. He was taking bath in the river Yamuna. He was asleep. Yes, he was taking bath before the Dwadashi breaking up fast. Okay, third place goes to Navishti ji. Second place goes to Nitin ji. And first place goes to Ayana ji for Krishna devotee. And Meenakshi ji, you're also a winner for playing. So congratulations to all four of you. Hare Krishna, Hari Bol. See you all next week for the most important topic of Ras Leela.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.